Technique number 8 is Mace of Aggression. Mace of Aggression is against a two-hand grab, pull in. So again, we're being forced into a step here. And it is one of the first times that we actually make a forward step with our techniques. Of course, later on, a lot of our techniques do have a step forward to meet action. In this case, this is the first one that we're doing it. It also qualifies as a multiple attack because we've already dealt with a grab at one point, which was a single hand. Now we're dealing with a two-hand grab, so it could potentially be classed as a multiple attack. Multiple attacks also can stem into, of course, multiple attackers, and that's a slightly different thing, obviously, which is covered at the more senior levels as we go along. So for Mace of Aggression, we're being grabbed high. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to step in and we're going to check our hand, as we see here. We're going to check across the two hands. We're going to make sure that we're going to pin in as best we can. This is a pinning check here. So we're grabbing the far side of the hand here, and we have the other arm right here. As we take our step forward from here, we're going to deliver a hammer strike to the jaw. From here, we're going to now bring this down into our smother block, which we would have already seen as we did in alternating maces. Similar idea. So now we're stepping in, we're going to pin down. This is preventing the person from falling backwards, having been struck, and potentially pulling us with them. So we're now controlling the depth that they have as well, plus their height here, because obviously by pulling down, they're going to come forward a little bit and drop their height slightly. So we've got this here, we've got our hit down. From here, we're going to hit our inward elbow, and then from this position, we're going to hit our outward elbow. I like to add an additional check here if the arms are still here, so essentially an inward block, which will push the arms away. So once we've hit our elbow from here, we now have a slight check off, and we can leave, as usual, doing our cross out. So again, there are numerous different ways or multiple different ways of doing this technique. The way that I do it is typically I have in here. This is the way it was taught to me, and this is how I teach beginners, because again, we want to take in the two arms and essentially have your gross motor function at this point. The way I do it personally myself, as I hit in, I'm going to drop this arm down on the elbow, the outside arm. So I'm only going to take one arm at this point, flap my elbow over, and stick an outward elbow here as well. So again, the only difference here being the points of contact. I'm using a broader point of contact to hit the two arms in this case. And on this one, I'm using a single point of contact with my elbow on one arm here as well. I hit over with my elbow, I hit out, I check, and I leave from there as well.